So Judd Trump won what looked like a big frame to lead 3-2, but he's potted one ball since. It's 4-3 to Kyren Wilson. And of course, Shaun Murphy, the man waiting for either of these two in tomorrow's final after that terrific win earlier over Mark Allen. It's been a terrific week here, and this is how the players have come through the last couple of rounds. Of course, Murphy with the win over Neil Robertson, and then Mark Allen. Trump was sensational yesterday against Ding, and Kyren Wilson won that what turned out to be a very dramatic match against Luca Brissell last night. When we got to the quarterfinals, you could have made a case for any of the 8. They're all big tournament winners, but there's just 3 players left who can now win the Masters. Shaun Murphy, who's in the final, Judd Trump and Kyren Wilson, who are locked in this battle, with Wilson just in front at 4-3. To be fair to Trump, he went for it there, he went for that black, and had he got it, all likelihood is he would have won the frame, but he didn't, and Kyren Wilson did the rest. Just didn't pop the pink though, Dom, and still not a century.
I know, amazing. And he's conscious of it. You could hear an audible sigh from Kyren when he missed it. But yeah, Judd has work to do here. His pot success and his safety success is a lowly 82%. Actually, safety success 82% is good. But the problem is you're not going to benefit from that if your pot success is at 82%, and that's exceptionally low for Judd Trump. Kyren, his pot success is at 91%, his safety success is at 65%. But those safety errors on Kyren haven't been that many, but they're not being capitalised upon by his opponent, Judd Trump.
So frame 8 and Judd Trump looking to stay in touch. Otherwise, he'll have to win the last 3 to reach a third Masters final.
Kyren Wilson to break.
Crowd just making their feelings known, but now the hush descends.
Black once again tied up from the break-off shot, but Judd does have a couple of potable reds to go at to both corners. For me, this is where Judd is still capable of winning a match like this, when he's struggling to pot balls and make the breaks that we're accustomed to seeing him make. He's far more adaptable now. He has a sort of a plan B, if you will, that he perhaps didn't have a decade or so ago. That's the worst result ever for Judd. Brought the black into play and left a red on, although this red is a tricky one. But when you think that Kyren has won the last 2 frames and is beginning to look good, I don't think he'll be deterred from taking on a pot here. Kyren's put that cube in an awkward spot here for Judd. He can take the red on Judd and play for the black, but again, it's a bit of an all or nothing shot. Certainly no guarantee he wouldn't leave a pot on if he missed the red.
What those frame scores tell you, of course, is that Trump in the last 2 frames has potted 1 ball. It was that long red in the last frame and then was left with that horrible black thin that he missed. But best of 11s, it's quite a long match really, and there's still time for the momentum to be restored to Trump. It can just be one shot that can turn a match.
I do believe Kyron's having a look at that red just below the pink. And there is a gap between all of those reds. Kyron was clearly confident he'd knocked that in. He purposely played for a bulk colour there. But there is a similar red that Kyron can attempt here. Red below the pink into the right corner. Superb cueing from Kyron Wilson. Not the worst cannon on the yellow either. He can attempt the brown. Good angle on it. Can cut the yellow in as well. But look at that brack. It's completely surrounded by reds. Pink may pot into the left corner.
Wilson 1.
Kyron a little fortunate to leave such awkward queuing, but the fact that the yellow's over the pocket just needs to pot the red here, Judd. And he hasn't.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been easier, but I think that shot represents a general sort of downward trend in Trump's game as the match has gone on.
One.
Kyron played for
3.
the red into the left corner below the pink there. Does he think he can pop the right red of these two together? I wouldn't have thought so looking at that camera angle, but he'll know best. Oh, that's a fluke. He actually hit the wrong red first there.
4.
Watch this, he actually catches the first red before potting the second. That's why the cue ball's finished where it has. Swerve around the red to contact the green, but he doesn't want to pop the green. Could give himself a very awkward safety shot if the green were to find the pocket. Oh, well, he can clip the pink. That's not so bad.
Well, it just feels like things are starting to unravel a little for Trump. There's only one frame in it, but certainly the last sort of half an hour or so, Wilson has been very much on top, even though he's made some mistakes himself.
One. Yeah.
Significantly short of pace there. I don't know whether Kyron felt he had a poor contact.
7.
He's asked Desislava Botsilova to clean the cue ball. I don't think there's anything that will pot around the black spot area. He played for the red that's close to the pink spot there. Just a foot or so short. That's another fabulous pot from Kyron. Very thin cut back. And he has an angle on the brown here to go into the reds and the black.
Yeah, it just didn't come off. He played the positive shot. I think semi-finals in any tournament are just edgy affairs by their nature. It's such a big prize to get through to Sunday and the final. No one really is going to remember who lost in the semis in the fullness of time, are they? I think that's why you've got to credit Ronnie O'Sullivan. You know, he's been in 14 finals in the Masters. He's been in 15 semi-finals, so he's only ever lost one. It was to Neil Robertson 10 years ago.
Kyron could skim off a red here and try and get that cube in behind the green. Players love it when you've got a target like that. It's almost a fun shot to play. He's above the cue ball. If he was to skim off it, come off the left-hand side cushion, he could go in behind the green. Have to be a little bit careful not to leave that red near the right corner. Trying to get behind the green another way. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The cue ball's actually caught the jaw of the pocket there, which has deflected to him behind the green. Have a look at this. He misses the green by a fraction. And then the cue ball catches the jaw there. And then it goes behind the green. What a shot. Judd Trump fighting for his life here now. Trying to find somewhere he can leave the cue ball to get things safe. If he could somehow rest in the middle of those two reds, just to the right of the black spot there, maybe okay, but can he get there? Oh, that's unfortunate. What an excellent effort that was. Just a centimetre to the right. But at least he hasn't left a red on. He can have another go. Couldn't have played it much better than that. Tap on the table from Kyron, who still has a red available into that left centre.
3. Four.
Played that as though it was straightforward, and for Kyron it was, but again a misjudgment of pace.
Seven.
Yeah, wanted to be on the other red, but still going for his shots.
7.
It's become suddenly pretty attritional. Great green, but just didn't quite bring the cue ball back as far as he wanted to. Trump's now 28 minutes in the match without potting a ball.
Very good effort at the red, particularly as Judd has been struggling for most of the evening, but did find the gap between them for the cue ball. Unfortunately, Kyron can still cut this red in. Just needs one good positional shot here, Kyron. It's not straightforward, and this cut back is also missable. Found a very improbable gap between blue and yellow. It's worked out beautifully now.
Three. Four.
Bottom red of the three below the pink looks to be available into the right corner.
Ten. 11.
Well, I think it's fair to say Kyren's made a mess of it. Was he hoping that one red might sneak in?
18.
Well, if he's praying to the snooker gods, he can think again, because you get very little from them. It's tight though, isn't it? Seems confident.
Right, saw plenty of that near draw. I'm not sure a couple of days ago whether that would have dropped.
But now he just needs this red. Judd Trump has scored 1 point in 3 frames. He won what seemed to be a huge 5th frame. A dramatic one, but since then, he's been able to get in. Every time he's had a chance, he's been awkward, he's been hampered. Not really had easy chances. He's going to need something to happen soon. Otherwise, this will be a disappointing exit, considering how well he's played in the tournament up to tonight, and indeed at times earlier tonight.
$35. $42. $50.
The 4th match between Trump and Wilson this season. Wilson
51.
won the first 2 both finals. Trump beat him in the UK semis a few weeks ago.
$58. $60. $63. $67.
Since losing that 5th frame, though, Wilson's been on the front foot. His average shot time is actually quicker than Trump's by a second.
72.
Judd Trump spent a lot of time in that seat in the last half an hour or so. He's got to try and find a way in. Otherwise, it will be his modern rival, Kyren Wilson, into the final. He just needs 1 now.
17.
He's made breaks of 76, 88, and thanks to that black going in, 85 in the last 3 frames. He's made his move towards the winning line. He needs just 1 more. Judd Trump in trouble.